This is a fun story. Dina, you probably know something about this. Fort Lauderdale's Outshine Film Festival announces major LGBTQ plus film schedule. The Outshine LGBTQ plus Film Festival Fort Lauderdale edition is coming October 13th through the 23rd. This is one of the most important LGBTQ plus film festivals in the country and features amazing films about and by the community. Outshine will be announcing the film schedule for the festival on Friday, September 23rd. It's almost here, and you will be able to purchase tickets for the shows at that time at Outshine Film Festival. Super exciting, as everyone knows. We're interviewing many of the different filmmakers and talent connected with the films. Hotspots Magazine and Happening Out Television Network is a presenting sponsor of the festival. We're going to be broadcasting this show at the opening night of the film festival at the museum. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait, and we're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's coming to Fort Lauderdale.
Wait, like so you are head, okay, because I remember when I first met you, right, and I read your bio, I thought it said that you were head of the screaming committee. Like people that were like, no, that song sucks, that movie sucks, you know, or something like that.
You got that wrong. You're head of the screening.
Got it. I'm head of the screaming committee. You're head of the screening committee.
Right. So basically, choosing from all the submissions. I mean, there are tons of movies long features, short, and documentaries that are submitted from all over the world that are, submitted to the Miami Film Festival in April and the October one here in Fort Lauderdale. So as you mentioned, it's starting on the 13th of October. It's coming to Fort Lauderdale through the 23rd. And it opens at the NSU Museum of Art in Las Olas in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. So with a great event, a party following after.
Wait, it's a gay thing. There's going to be a party?
It's going to be a party all week.
No way!
It's going to be a party all week. We have, the first weekend, Thursday through Sunday, and it's going to take place, the opening at the NSU Museum of Art, but everything else will go to the Savor and the Gateway.
Yeah.
So people will
Savor in Gateway Center.
Right, the Savor in downtown Fort Lauderdale and the Gateway on Sunrise Boulevard. Yeah. Right, which has been remodeled and it's going to open. We're going to have more theaters there, so a couple of theaters to show movies. People don't have to go back and forth between the two theater. There'll be a centerpiece on the following Thursday, and then we'll go the second weekend Thursday to Sunday, and the closing will be on Sunday. Great films. I can't talk about the films because the program has not been released, but
well, you should ask me because I happen to have it.
They would kill me.
Yeah. No.
Look, are there any duplicates?
I have it.
I want to know.
One duplicate?
One.
Oh, okay.
So, but I got to tell them myself, okay? Because I have to tell them myself. I was one of those people that thought that these film festivals were like bad and like the cinematography was going to be crappy and that they were all going to be in another language that I don't know and I hate to read all my movies. Right? I was so wrong, Dino. You guys are incredible at what you do. And I have seen some top-notch movies. Like movies that I'm like, why aren't they playing this in the regular movie theater? Because they're that good.
It's funny that you say that. What was the film about the Soviet fighter pilot?
Oh, that was a good
Firebird.
Firebird. That was a good one.
I went to, that was the opening film last October, and I went to Firebird, and the stars had come from the UK, and also a Ukrainian star came. Mm-hmm. And I watched this film in their opening night event in the Discovery IMAX, and it was like, holy crap, about a Soviet fighter pilot and a secret affair he was having. And it was so good. I was shocked, honestly, how good it was. And I had never heard of it. And, one of the things that you hear about LGBT festivals is, oh, I'll watch it wherever I want. No, you won't. You won't. They're bringing to your attention shorts and full feature and lesbian and
girl films,
girlfriend
films, a lot of trans films,
a lot of trans films.
And it was so funny to me because I watched Firebird at the opening in October of 2021, and then in March of this year, Netflix made a big deal about Firebird coming to Netflix, and it was like, Really?
Wait, Netflix made the deal, or did the public?
They made a big deal
They're showing it.
having
Yeah,
the film
the
in Netflix.
on their platform.
That on the platform.
have
Firebird
it.
came to Netflix
All right,
6 months after Outshine Film Festival.
They have
showed
done
it here in
wonderful.
Fort
That
Lauderdale.
movie has done wonderful.
Yeah, and yes, it was a great film. But my point is, independent film festivals are really so valuable.
Yeah.
And LGBT film festivals
Yeah.
are so important in supporting the cultural heritage of our
Right.
community. You know,
Yeah.
in your ballroom culture, you know from your musical experience, cultural embracement of our community is a centerpiece of our LGBT experience. Film is just one of the examples. One of the things that I'm always curious, there is 50, 60, 70 films going to be in this festival. How many films, like when you did the big Miami rotation in the spring, how many films do you have to look at before you decide?
That's a good question. Somebody asked me that at the closing of the Miami one, and I think we go through, between all the features, long features, documentary, everything, like around 500 to 600.
500
So,
Wow.
so that they submit, so especially shorts, you can imagine how many shorts they sent.
Wow.
So yeah, and yeah, because we covered the whole year from Miami to Fort Lauderdale, right? So there are, depending on the time of the year and when they, we have right now the Toronto International Film Festival, the Venice Film Festival ended last week.
Yes.
So these movies are all
Watch Brad
coming.
Pitt's dress, we know.
You did? And, great films are coming out now. And, world-class cities have great film festival. If we want to be one of them, and I think we are, we need to support our film festival, especially.
Absolutely.
There's no question about it.
Absolutely.
The film
Yeah.
festival deserves our recognition and support simply because it exists. And it's a plus that the film festival is great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And kudos to you and your crew.
Thank
For
you.
real.
Kudos.
We've got a local group. Chris Hamblin is actually involved, but Miss Bouvier, Eric Swanson,
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah.
Dalton is
She's
putting together a
in
Big Easy
film.
Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
She
So
contacted me about it.
I'm so interested in learning more about the film festival world because that's what they were talking about with us, and so that's so cool. Thank you.
So
for
if you
doing
see their
that.
movie, will you just slip it in? Like, do you?
Well,
kinda
she
like-
actually contacted me. Hopefully, she will
so
submit it to our festival.
So, and do you watch the whole movie, or you just give it 10 minutes? Like when me and my Cuban are about to watch something new,
has
we're like,
to-
okay, we give it
it out,
10
let's check
minutes,
it out.
and then we turn it off if it's bad.
If it's really bad, and there's some that are really bad, I know right away, and we have a committee of people, a big
Y'all
group.
divide it up?
It's like Grinder, swipe.
I'll give it a chance, but if it's not working, it's gone. But the good one, for the most part, I finish all the films.
Yeah.
So it takes a long time.
I was telling Dino, I was talking to two representatives. We're getting ready to support another LGBT film festival for Hotspots and Happening Out, and Outshine is really a model in the United States of. Wait, they not only do the festival once, they do the festival twice. And they do the festival because they have to satisfy those people that live down on the south of the border. And then they do the big one here in Fort
Not
Miami,
south.
that city down there. And then Fort Lauderdale. And it's really genius for an LGBT film festival to do it twice in the year,
Yeah.
both of your big markets. And you can do different kinds of things for different things and satisfy a wide variety of interests. And really, it was interesting because our conversation today, film festivals for LGBT are so critically important. And everybody looks at South Florida going, my gosh, you've got the Outshine Film Festival.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
So
and we're coming to, this is after COVID, so this is coming back to the theaters, getting together with your friends at the movies. Miami and Fort Lauderdale, we are the capital of the Americas for, many Latin films, so they want to show their films here, so come out and support us. Outshinefilm.com, by the way.
Outshinefilm.com. One last thought that is so interesting about what you just said. We came on the air. This show, Queer News Tonight, came out. Next week, you and I will be sitting side by side. We launched the 4th season of It's Happening Out, longest running LGBT talk show in the world, 4 years. January 6th, 7th, somewhere right in there, 2020, this show launched, Queer News Tonight. The first story we did was about this strange virus that was reported by World Health in Wuhan, China.
Wow.
That was our first story.
Wow.
And of course, within 3 months, the whole world collapsed.
Right.
We never missed a single broadcast of Queer News Tonight through the entire
Even through the
pandemic.
wow.
We're very proud of that fact. Interesting in that Outshine went digital.
We did.
And we supported the best we could of saying, still pay attention and still pay attention. And to be honest with you, I really worried because I thought organizations or nonprofits like Outshine and others were going to lose them because you can't go through something what we watched that was so dire. Remember no traffic on Broward Boulevard? You can't go through something like that and it not have dire and dramatic effects. And I honestly, this is the first time I've ever said this out loud, I really worried that even as good and important as Outshine was, that we're going to lose this festival.
It hasn't been easy.
You were wrong, Al.
But it hasn't been easy.
For sure, it's been a fight every step of the way. But just like I told you before we went on the air, the buzz of this festival is so good, and Outshine survived.
That's right.
This year we celebrate in person, we survived.
Yeah.
And creativity in our community this is just one like what you do. It's just another area of our celebration of community. Don't miss the Outshine Film Festival. You'll regret it if you do. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.